Thank you for your support and for watching avivTarot. This is a general pick-a-card reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Not everything will apply. My readings are meant to be constructive and not destructive. I give readings to empower you. I will be honest in what I see and will not give you false hopes or empty promises in order to keep you happy. I will be compassionate and sensitive to your feelings and will not judge or condemn. Energies are ever-changing. You are still the master of your own destiny.
Hi everyone, thank you for watching avivTarot, and today we are going to do another pick a card reading. In this pick a card reading, we are going to figure out what is causing your relationship to stall, or what is the reason for you being single or just not going as smooth or going as expected. We will break it up into singles and also people who are in a situationship, or if you have some crushes, or if you are in a relationship and obviously it's not going that well, that's why you're here, right? What is the biggest obstacle preventing you from maybe moving on to the next phase, moving forward, etc. So and for the singles, what is causing your singleness? So we'll take a look at that. In each of the different piles, we will look at both situations and using only the major arcana cards. And then we will take a look at how you will overcome that obstacle so that you can move your relationship forward, or you can figure out how to get out of your singleness so that you will be able to get into a relationship. And then finally, we'll use the Oracle card to see what your spirit guides, your whatever your religion is, your guardian angel, if you believe in that, your gods and goddesses, etc., or the universe, what kind of energy they're bringing in for you to help you through the obstacles, help you overcome this hardship or obstacle or problem, etc. All right, so here are 3 different piles. I'm not giving you any cards to pick from. Just pick out of your intuition, feel the energy, see which number resonate with you the most, and then we will go from there. If you need more time, pause the video. Timestamps are going to be in the description box below, as well as in the message box. Okay, so we will start with pile number 1. So people who are who chose pile number 1, let's take a look at what is causing your relation. For the singles people, let's take a look at what is causing your singleness. Why are you single? Why can't you meet the person of your dreams? Or what is going on? Okay, what is the biggest obstacle, the biggest problem, obstacle, etc. So let's take a look at it. If a card falls out, then I'll take them. If not, then I will pick them, or I will draw a card from the deck. What is causing your problem, your obstacle to be single? Okay, I guess it's not coming out. All right, so the biggest problem that is causing your singleness is we got the Hangman card. Okay, so the Hangman is telling me that, first of all, for pile number 1, there's a few different reasons. And maybe all of the reasons I'm giving you, it might all resonate for you. Maybe only one reason will resonate. So whichever one, take it however it resonates. Okay, so the first reason that I see with this card is that you purposely are, because this is the Hangman card. Hangman is this person hand himself on the tree, right? On purpose. So you don't really want to get out of your singleness. You actually enjoy being single. You like your freedom. You like being not have to answer to anyone, and you don't want to be tied down. Okay, if it were to be tied down, you are doing it for you're doing it to yourself. So if you were to, meaning that you will decide where you want to be, where you want to go, and you don't want to answer to anyone. So if you choose to settle right now at a certain place, that's you making that choice instead of feeling trapped by someone because you're with them in a relationship, right? So you willingly chose being single, okay, because maybe freedom reasons, maybe you just feel like relationship is so much work, you don't want to be in it. It could be because maybe there's some issues that you need to work through, intimacy issues, or you've been hurt for whatever reason. You don't want to be in a relationship right now. Okay, so that's the first possibility. The second possibility is that with the Hangman, it's about sacrifices, right? And seeing things from different perspectives. So many times when you are in a relationship, you either make up a lot of excuses for your partner, for your person, when they don't treat you right. You feel like you need to sacrifice, you need to give up a lot of things for them so that they would appreciate you. Like you have this idea that if you do all these things, they will love you and feel gratified, or they will appreciate you, or that they will not live without you. So you do a lot of things. Like you would go out of your way and do a lot of things for them, sacrifices things without them even ask you sometimes. You would just do all these things. And but then it turned out later on that, first of all, they don't appreciate you doing all that things. In fact, they take you for granted. And also maybe you later on found out that they're just using you, right? And they actually maybe, or you're just like a spare or something like that. They actually have somebody else that they like better or something, or putting a lot more time with this other person, and you're just like kind of someone that they keep on the side or string along because you're so gracious, as in like you're just so giving. You're just so giving, and with no boundaries, no bottom lines, and they just take that for granted. Okay. So, which means that oftentimes you find someone who either first they don't prioritize you, okay, or maybe you are so giving and so sacrificial that you kind of spoiled them into treating you really badly, and you, all you ask is like, I just want you to be with me, then or I don't want to break up, that kind of things. And then, but then in the end, you're left alone. Okay, so that could be another reason. So somebody who just doesn't prioritize you. All right, so that's that. So for the people who are in a relationship, or if you're in a situationship, or if say you have a crush, okay, what is the problem in your relationship that's maybe causing it to stall or not going the way you wanted it to go, or maybe it's just not moving forward, etc. All right, so let's take a look at what your biggest problem is in your relationship for people who have someone in mind. If there's one card that falls out, then I'll take them. But if not, then I will draw a card. Okay, we got one. All right, we have the Strength. Oh, actually, because I saw number 8, I thought Strength. But in this deck, it's actually Justice. But it came out in reverse. All right, so your person, that the biggest obstacle or problem that is causing your relationship to stall or not moving forward is because this person does not, it could be you, could be your person. So take it how it resonates, because now this is about two people's energy, and this is a general reading. So it could be you or your person. So what happens is that you or your person might not want to settle. They're not ready to settle. They're not ready to commit, because we have the Justice card, which is about contract. It could also, so okay, there's a few different reasons. Take it how it resonates. I'll say the first reason is that they're not ready to settle. They're not ready to commit to a relationship yet. They still maybe want to play the field a little bit, or they're feeling like there's other options that might be better. So they're just like, they want to keep their option open, right? So it could be you or your person. They're just thinking that there's always better, something better out there. The grass is always greener on the other side, or something like that. It could be that, or it's just like they're just not ready to commit yet. Maybe it could be financial reasons. Maybe it could be that they're still, for some of you getting this Justice card in reverse, it could also be that you or your partner might still be in another relationship yet, and they're not fully out of that relationship, meaning they could be married, so then they need to divorce their husband or wife before they can actually commit to you. So that could be that as well. Or it could be you are still in another relationship, and so you need to get out of that relationship in order to commit fully to this person. So there is some sort of a contractual issue, or it could just be that you guys are just not ready to commit. Okay, so that it's one or the other, or both. And the second reason, or second possibility, is that with the Justice card and coming in reverse, is that the give and take is actually not equal. One person is a lot more giving, or maybe one person actually loves the other person a lot more than the other person. Okay, so the love that is being given and being received is not equal. Okay, it's not equal. One person is a lot more in love than the other person, or one person is a lot more committed than the other person. Again, it's kind of along the lines of, I want to play the field a little bit. I want to keep my options open. I like you, but I don't know if you are the one just yet, right? So it has a little bit of that, even though one side could be like, oh my God, you're my soulmate, I want to be with you for the rest of my life, but the other person probably does not feel the same way just yet. Okay, so that is the biggest problem that I see with people who are having a crush, or in a situationship, or in a relationship, and it's not moving forward. All right, so now let's take a look at for the singles, how do you overcome this? So what kind of advice the universe wants to give you to overcome this problem of like always being used, and then being, not being used and taking granted for, or that, we'll see, because this one is also, remember, you purposely don't want to be in a relationship. So we'll see what kind of advice that we come up with, that the universe wants to give you. The cards are not coming out, so we'll draw one. This is your Hierophant. All right, that's kind of interesting. All right, so for people who are, the Hierophant card is about commitment. Okay, so for the people who are not ready to commit, or you're just enjoying your singleness too much, the only way that you are going to get out of singleness is that when you are ready yourself to be in a committed relationship, or when you meet a person who you feel like, I am willing to commit to them. And whether it's like with a paper or not, it's like you need to find that special person that you're willing to commit to them. Maybe with the Hierophant card, it's about institution. It's also like religious. So maybe when you are ready for a commitment, if you're not spiritual, you're very free-spirited, or maybe if you don't have any religion, Okay, you need to find someone who will make you want to commit. That's basically it. You need to meet someone that this person makes you want to settle. You know, so that's that. I mean, for people who are enjoying their single life too much, I really don't think there's any other way except you are willingly will give up your freedom and you're ready to settle and commit to someone. So it really is about that. Like, or someone like tie you down with a marriage. Okay, so somebody's like, I want to marry you and you have to like marry me, and they're like kind of a little bit more controlling in some ways, or just like a lot stronger, mature, smart, experienced, right, and willing to give you a lot of like freedom as well and all of that. So someone who are willing to like maybe understanding, because this person is like very mentor like, so this person will like make you feel like, oh my god, there's so much I can learn from this person, and like I don't need the freedom, I could exchange that for the wisdom from this person or something like that. Or maybe when you become wiser, and or this is about aging, I feel like. So maybe as you age a little bit, and I feel like aging as in like maybe in your 50s or something, and you're like, all right, I think I might be too old, I think I've seen enough, I'm ready to settle. So that's when you're willing to, commit to someone. So now that's that. For other people who are just, you're always being used, to overcome that problem with the Hierophant card, you need to find someone who is willing to commit to you, okay? Commit to you first before you sacrifice. So you need to find someone who will treat you, who is loyal, faithful, okay? Who shows you some sort of like integrity before you start to sacrifice everything, before you start to give all you've got. You need to figure out if this person is worthy of all of your love before you start sacrificing. So it's not like, oh, don't sacrifice and protect yourself, never give. No, you need to find someone who is worthy of that. So you need to maybe test them a little bit. I really want to use test as like sparingly. I don't mean like make them jump through hoops or something, but at least their personality or their values. It needs to be somebody who's kind of traditional in some ways, where they value family, and they value like politeness, all these, like they have integrity in them, they're not flighty, they're not flaky, they're not always thinking like the grass is greener on the other side, or there's better options out there. And you might even have to meet this person a traditional way, meaning you want to take things slow. So don't jump into a relationship right away. This Hierophant card means do things the traditional way, meaning don't sleep with them right away. Sleep with them when when you feel like you're connected mentally, spiritually, then you can add in the sexual part, okay? So you want to take things a lot slower. You don't want to give before you got anything from this person, because this person could be you could be so attracted, you're like, I'm gonna do it anyways, and hoping they will like you in return. But this card is like, you got to get to know this person first before you give, okay, or sacrifice, or become yeah, this how should I say it? I was gonna say before you give everything. Okay, all right. Let's just put it as that. All right. So now let's take a look at, for the people who over here, how do you overcome this problem about them not wanting to commit? And we have this card, Temperance. All right. This is interesting. This person not willing to commit. Maybe they want to come. Whether you know what, for both problems, whether if they want to play the field or they are not ready to commit, or that maybe they're still in another relationship so they can't really commit to you just yet. The Temperance card is about timing. It's about tempo. It's about patience. So I think you need to give it a little bit more time. I don't think maybe right now, right at this moment, is the best timing for the relationship to move forward because of various reasons. It could be because this person is just not ready yet, so you need to give them a little bit more time. It could be because the other relationship is going to take a while for them to actually get everything settled. So, and I feel like with the Justice in reverse, it's just very complicated. Okay, so, and then for the people who the biggest problem is about, unequal give and take, the Temperance card is about mixing two energies together and forming one. So it's about compromises and it's about communication. And so I feel like maybe you need to communicate that. If you are feeling like you've been taken granted for, or if you feel like you're not being treated right, I think maybe you need to first maybe voice it, communicate it, and see if there is a middle ground that you guys can both compromise. And even for the people that are still playing the fields, or they feel like something else is out there, maybe you need to talk about it, talk out, or find out. This could be find out what it is that they're looking for, what it is that they want. How long are they going to make you wait? Right? So when I say they, it could be their energy, could be you. So how long are you going to make them wait too? So it could be vice versa, right? So you want to talk those out with your person and see if you can agree on the timeline and see if that works for both of you. If not, then maybe you don't even want to waste your time anymore, right? So the Temperance card is about talking it out loud. It's about finding a middle ground, compromise it, and also giving time. So maybe right now, right at this moment, the timing is just a little off. So you want to give it a little bit more time and be a little patient about it. Okay, so now let's take a look at the final card. What is the universe will help you or give you so that you can all right, interesting. We've got two cards. Okay, I'll take both of them. Inspiration and light. So this one, it says, be prepared as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. And then over here we have the fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. Interesting. Both of them is about light, or you're going to get this like light bulb moment where you're like, oh my God, I have this idea. I feel inspired. I know what to do now. So I think soon you're going to get that inspiration or get that idea of how to move forward with your relationship. And this is how the universe is going to help propel you or help you either get out of singleness or move your relationship forward. Whether moving forward could be like, you finally decided that it's not worth your time and you're going to just find somebody else, right? And for the people over here, I feel like you might finally be able to see clearly the people that you meet, if this is a good person or a bad person to be with, so that you don't waste your time. So the light will shine, and you'll see this person, like maybe just through a certain behavior or something, and you'll be like, oh my God, that's a red flag. I'm not going to go forward with this relationship anymore. Or Or it could be like, oh my God, this is the person I should really invest my time and energy because of this behavior that they did. And that's a good sign, right? So I feel like you're going to soon get that sign from the universe about your person or about your situation so that you know how to move forward. Okay, so with the people that are single, you might even be able to meet someone that is the right person for you, and you'll see it. You'll be like, oh my God, that's the person, right? Or for the people that's enjoying their freedom and free lifestyle, you know, over here is inspiration. So maybe you'll feel inspired to be in a relationship. You're like, you know what? I'm ready to end my singleness. I'm ready to be in a relationship. And it could be over here as well. The people who are not willing to commit, maybe all of a sudden they'll find this inspiration and feel like, oh my God, I'm ready to commit. Okay, so that's what I see for pile number 1. And let me know if this resonates for you. And if you have anything you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and enjoy my video. And turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, so if you chose pile number 2, let's take a look at what is the main reason why you are single. Okay, we'll take a look at the single people first. What is the main reason that you're single, or what is blocking you from meeting the right person? Because you could be single because you keep meeting the wrong person, or whatever it is, or not having, or not being able to meet anyone. So anyways, let's take a look at why you are single and what is keeping you single. What is your biggest obstacle? So if there's a card that will fly out, I will take that. If not, then I will draw the card. All right, so you know what? I feel like this is the card, the Star. Okay, for people who are single, I feel like the reason what's keeping you single is because, first of all, there's a few different reasons. Take it how it resonates for you. Maybe all of them will resonate. Maybe 1 or 2 will resonate. Okay, so the first reason is because the Star card is about, most of the time, I feel like you're trying to meet people maybe via technology. Okay, because the Star is about technology, or you're meeting them in a very eccentric way. So not the normal way. This is about technology or just something out of the ordinary. So like your meeting of like the person is always kind of out of the ordinary. And then so it maybe because of that, it just turned out afterwards, you'll find out like, oh my God, we don't really match. Maybe it's really great at the beginning, but then it kind of fades towards the end or something like that. Or there's a few different reasons. The second one is it's the Star is about technology. So maybe you're using the online apps a lot, but then with the online apps, it's just nothing really goes past the first couple of dates, and then it just kind of fades again. It could also be that it's just not that the online apps doesn't work, but because it does work for some people, but for you, online app could be a big problem for you because this is the obstacle and problem. So using the online apps is not the right way to meet the right person for you. So that could be another reason. The third reason is that the people that you meet, oftentimes that maybe you feel attracted to or something like that, they're either see you as a friend, okay? They just see you as a friend. They treat you as a friend. They don't like you back. because the star is an Aquarius energy, and from my past experience, sometimes getting the star card means because the star is about dreams come true. So, but oftentimes in relationship, getting this card and the people that came to me for like personal readings and stuff, this card shows up, and more often than not, the other person sees them more as a friend than somebody they're willing to be in a relationship with. Okay, so they just see you as a really, really good friend. You're perfect. You're amazing. You're wonderful. So the star is still about like you're great. You are a great catch, but they just don't see you that way. Okay, so that could be that. And then there's a fourth reason for the star. A lot of the people that you meet are overseas, online. That could be that too. Or you have you fall in love with people that are maybe on TV, movie stars, TV stars, sports stars. Okay, so somebody that is not you'll meet in reality. Okay, or it's harder. Not that it's impossible, but it's harder. So you keep having this fantasy or this dream about meeting this person, this celebrity that you are deeply in love with, and that is preventing you from meeting the right person in reality or in your everyday today life, or those are giving you a certain idea about like how you want your romantic life to be or something like that, or you're just holding out because you're like I think I'm gonna meet this celebrity, and when I do, then I will be so in love and all that stuff. So you have this idea of falling in love with some celebrity or something like that. Okay, so that's the 4 different reasons. Now let's take a look at the people who are in a relationship, or you maybe in a situationship, or maybe you have a crush or something like that, and why is your relationship not moving forward, or stalling, or just having problems? What is that? What is the biggest problem in your relationship? All right. So let's take a look at what is the biggest problem for people who have someone in mind. If there's a card that will flip out, we'll take them. If not, then we'll... You know, with this card over here, there's another message that just came through because it's about the celebrity type thing, or having a fantasy or some sort of an idea. Is that what there is the possibility of you actually meeting these people, or meeting somebody like that is dreamlike, but then your what you expect and what happens in reality actually didn't match. So like your relationship always falls apart or falls through, and because this person could seem really, really good on paper, really, really good in your head, in your imagination, but then when you actually get to know this person, you're like, oh my god, you are hard to get along with, or just your personality didn't match, your values didn't match. So something in reality just didn't match with your imagination or your dream. Okay, so that could be another reason. All right, so now the people who are in a relationship, what is your problem in your relationship? What is the biggest problem in your relationship that's causing... That's too many. I just want one, because the biggest problem. All right, I'm gonna draw the card out. This one. Okay, strength. Strength card. Interesting. The biggest problem in your relationship right now that's causing it to stall or not moving forward, or however it is we got the strength card. That means patience. Okay. maybe I think you want to move things forward too quickly, too soon. So you need to have, you or your person, so somebody is hoping, is feeling like the relationship is not moving forward and just keep wanting it to go quicker or move forward faster. But it's, or your relationship is just taking really long time. Like one person is, I just feel like this is the thing. This is like two different energy. One person wants to move the relationship forward like super quickly at like lightning speed. And the other person is like, I want to slow. I want to take my time. And so that's a big problem, is that one person wants to take forever. Maybe they feel like, oh my gosh, like a week or 2 weeks is too quick. I want to take, like, we need to like get to know each other for like 4 to 6 months before we do anything or something like that. Just like, you need to have a lot of patience with this person. And the other person is just like, I want everything to move super quick. I want it to, like, I want to know right now what is going on. I want to define the relationship like now. What is it, you know? The minute maybe you guys are only like 2 weeks into the relationship, maybe even after 2 days, you're like, okay, let's define this. You already see me 2 times, you know, 3 times, and I want to know. So there's like patience, or the pacing of the relationship is kind of different for the two of you. So it actually requires a lot of patience for this relationship to develop. I think that's the biggest problem, is about the patience, taking time. One person wants to take a long time and the other person want to know right now. What else? This is also like the Leo card. Not that Leos are, or I'm not saying this is Leo or anything, but this is the Leo energy. So they're, you know, bright and sunny and shiny, but this is the lion. That's what I meant, like the lion. It takes time to tame them. So in a way, I feel like you or your partner still aren't ready to kind of settle yet. It's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take some time before they realize, oh my gosh, you are the person I want to be with, or something like that. So I feel like that's the biggest problem. I actually don't feel like there's another problem. It's just like one person want to move the relationship really like quickly and forward, and the other person is like, no, I need time. Give me time. So I feel like the person who's impatient needs to be, the person who's impatient needs to learn to be more patient, because the slower person is not going to all of a sudden become faster. All right. So whoever's like the slower person is going to stick to their pacing of things. So they're kind of stubborn. So there's like also stubbornness too. Like they're not going to change their way of doing things. This is how I do things. You do it my way or the highway. So that could be that too. So the other person is all about compromising, and then just go with the person who is actually more in control, more controlling. So if you don't feel like you want to compromise, you don't feel like you want to wait, that could be a really big problem, because this person is not going to budge, and they want it the way they want the relationship to go the way they want it to pace it. Okay. So that's the biggest problem. I feel like they're kind of stubborn and they're not willing to change. Yeah, the Leos is the, oh my gosh, what is the signs? Okay, fixed signs. That's why, right? Fixed signs: Scorpios, Leos, Aquarius. Oh my gosh, this is Aquarius, and Taurus. So they're very fixed with the way they want to do things. It could be you. Could be you too. And so the other person needs to be like, oh, well, you gotta compromise. All right. So now let's see. Take a look at how do you overcome this problem for the singles. How do you overcome this problem of being too dreamy, etc. So let's take a look at how do you overcome this problem. Okay. Okay, Justice. This card is about balance. Find the balance. This is kind of interesting. I think it's not telling you to become like all of a sudden become like you want to come down to earth. You want to be super practical, because I don't feel like people can change that easily. So what it is that you want to find, you want to balance things out. You could still be like, you know, I want to meet the celebrities, or I want to have this certain image of the kind of person you want to be in a relationship with, but then you want to also balance it with some practical stuff. So like maybe you want to figure out a plan of how you can go about achieving this person, like meeting this person or something like that. You want to come like be a little bit more grounded. So find a balance between way too dreamy and way too practical. Okay, so find a balance in that. And then also with this star card, it could be about like online, not working out. Maybe you want to, because this is the Libra energy, it's all about relationship. So maybe you want to expand your networking, your circle of friends a little bit. Maybe you want to connect with people a little bit more. Find a balance in that. So not everything just through the online apps. Try to meet people through like regular traditional means as well. So find a balance in that. You can still keep the apps, but also try to see if you can meet people the traditional way, like through friends, going to clubs. Clubs, I don't mean like dancing clubs, but I mean like joining certain like book clubs, whatever your hobby is. Maybe join like a club for those, where you get to meet people, expand your social circle a little bit. Let's see. How do you overcome this? I actually feel like even though this is the Justice card coming out, it's the card coming out after it depends on which deck it's used. Some of the decks, it's the Rider-Waite deck, it comes out after the Wheel of Fortune. And so sometimes I feel like that is about that as well, where it's about timing of things. And for this deck, it's the number 8, which is about like possibilities, infinity too. So I feel like there is infinite possibility for you. So the things that you want to happen, it's not like it's impossible. You do want to keep your dreams big, dream big. It's not that it's impossible, but then the timing of things, it's just going to take a little bit more time. So maybe ground yourself a little bit. For people, the stars is also about long distance relationship. And so for people who are in a long distance relationship, maybe you want to find a balance as well. So you can't just keep meeting this person via FaceTime or Zoom calls, Skypes or something like that. You want to maybe fly out and meet each other in person. So find a balance in that too. And then lastly, one of the reasons, remember, is about you keep finding the people that you really like them, but then they only see you as a friend. For this relationship, this Justice card, since it's a Libra energy, is the House of Relationships. You want to find someone who sees you the same way. So this is kind of, now whatever I'm saying is like, of course, that you want to find, so stop wasting time that on people that just see you as friends, even though they are your ideal person that you want to be in a relationship with. But then really think about what it is that you are looking for in a relationship. So maybe go from there. Think about the relationship qualities, like what are you looking for in a relationship? Maybe that's what you want to figure out first, and then go back and see if you have the people, instead of going by looks. I feel like with the stars, a lot of the times you also go by looks. You enjoy, you care a lot about the person's physical appearance. Not that it's like, oh, don't look at it. Again, Libra is about physical appearance as well, but then you want to go a little bit deeper and figure out if this person has other qualities beside just looks. Okay. All right, so let's see. What is the reason why or how do you overcome this relationship problem that one person wants to move forward and the other person is like, no, my way or the highway? Let's take a look at that. How do you overcome this problem? For people who are in a relationship, how do you fix or overcome your problem? Whoa! Oh my God. Did you see it flew across the table? I feel like this person is very, very easily agitated. They get angry. All right, so let's take a look at it. How do you overcome this? Okay, it's not coming out. The Hangman. All right. With the Hangman coming up, there's a few things you can do, but nothing too awesome, I would say. The Hangman, first of all, it's about sacrifice. So basically, since this person is so, it could be you again, but I'm just using this person as your person. That since they're so controlling and it needs to be their way, then there's nothing that you can do except following it. This Hangman card means that you will sacrifice. You just have to sacrifice a lot of things in order, if you want to keep this relationship. You just got to sacrifice it. You just can't. You just got to go with their rules. Okay, so that's one way to overcome it. It just means that you're gonna have to spend a lot of time. All right, I'm not gonna say what I think. I'm just gonna go based off of the cards. All right, so the second way is with the Hangman card. It's just see it from a different perspective. See it from their perspective. You gotta figure out. You gotta see, like, why do they want to do it this way? Why do they think this way? Maybe figure it out. Maybe see from a different perspective, or maybe see now that they want to take it slow, they don't want to commit just yet, or whatever, move the relationship forward just yet. See how it will benefit you in other ways. Maybe you can do other things meanwhile, right? So just see it from a different perspective. And that. Then the third thing is about Hangman is you just you just gotta accept it. That's the way it is. Okay, that's the way it is. Meaning, because you know why? The Hangman is a stalling energy. It's not moving forward. So I feel like there isn't that much that you can do. A lot of the things is kind of out of your control. That's why you willingly hang yourself up and trying to see things from a different perspective. So basically, you're kind of just following if you want to be in this relationship and you want to keep the relationship, you're basically just following what they want. So if, I'm just saying if, this person is just testing your bottom line too much, you might even want to consider, this is seeing things from a different perspective. It could be seeing it from their perspective, but it could be also seeing it from another perspective where, what if you actually get out of this relationship? Maybe you got to contemplate that perspective. Is this the person that you want to be with? Is this someone that you can be with forever and ever and just not have your own say in anything and follow in this person, right? So that could be that. So something to think about, food for thoughts, right? Is this the right person for you? Do you want to keep compromising, keep sacrificing, and this person is not willing to change a thing, and you keep changing, you keep adapting to them, and losing yourself in return, you know? So that's something that you want to maybe think about as well. So not that saying, you know, you got to break up or anything, but if you want to overcome this problem, the only way is you just got to keep going with whatever, you just got to follow what this person says. There's nothing, this person is way too strong for you that I don't feel like there's much that you can do to change this person except sacrifice and go with the flow. So, all right, let's take a look at how your the universe is going to help you. We got the lost and found, but it kind of came out in reverse, so we'll read this. It says, what once was lost is about to be found. Thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. You know what? This is kind of interesting. So for both sides, I feel like soon the universe or your gods and goddesses, your spirit angels, your guides is going to make you realize some of the things. For example, over here, you're going to realize you lost some things because you keep following this person. You lost yourself, you lose yourself, or maybe you lost your dreams. A lot of things. So you're going to find that motivation or that part of yourself that's going to maybe help you move forward the relationship or break the relationship, whatever it is. It's lost and found fairy. So you're going to find something, and that's going to maybe help you with certain decision that you're going to make. And for the single people, lost and found, I feel like there might be somebody from the past that is going to come back. Maybe for the people over here as well who are in a relationship, maybe somebody from the past is going to come back as well, that you thought you lost them forever, and then they're going to come back to you. So that might also be a thing. But the thing is, this person from the past that's coming back, you want to evaluate and see if this is a person that you want to be with, right? Because if this is not the right person, then of course, like, even if they're coming back, you're like, oh my God, helping you realize that how much you don't want this person, right? So that could be that. But something maybe that you thought was once lost, it could be a relationship, it could be yourself, you're going to find it back, okay? You're going to find it in, like, recently. So something is going to push you towards that route. All right, so that's what I see for pile number 2. And if you have anything you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and do my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, the last group is pile number 3. Let's take a look at the singles. What is causing your singleness? How do you get, or what is the cause, the biggest problem that is causing you to be single? What is the problem? Okay. What is the biggest problem on your way to pursue love? I will take the card out if it flies out, like one card. But if not, then okay. There you go. Lovers. Oh my gosh. The biggest problem for you. Okay, I got a few messages. The first one is that you are just too loving. Not that you're a playgirl or playboy, but you could be. But you just have all these love that you want to give to people, and you just couldn't decide who do you want to be with the most. Okay, so I actually feel like you're single because you have way too many choices. Okay, you actually have way too many choices and you don't know who you want to be with. So pile number 3, you're single because, you know, there's another reason too, because this is about choices, right? So you can also be single because even though there's a lot of choices, but none of the choices is what you want. So there's no like your favorite person that you want to be with or only be with. Okay, so you like them maybe all equally as well. This is the Gemini card, so sometimes you also could be that you enjoy your freedom too much. So that could be another reason. Take it how it resonate. Okay, there's a few different reasons. It could apply, or maybe one will apply. So let me summarize. The first reason could be that you have way too many choices. You're just having a lot of options and you don't know who you want to be with. You don't know who you want to commit to, just one person. So you might have a lot of people that you like, and there's a lot of people pursuing you. They're on your list, on the standby list, or maybe you're just dating around. I don't feel like you lack options. I don't feel like that. You actually have a ton of options. You have a lot of people that love you. They think you're the best thing in the world. They think you are so hot, so beautiful, and you just have a ton of choices, but none of them that you want to commit to just yet. Or you're enjoying having so many options so much that you don't want to commit. So that's one. The other one is that you have a lot of choices, but none of them is the one that you want. You just don't feel like they are the one that you want. They're not the soulmate. You have a lot of pursuers. You have a lot of people that love you, that like you, but you don't like any of them. Okay. So there's a difference between the first one and the second one. The first one is enjoying having all these options, and maybe they have a little bit of thing with each one of them. But then they can't commit to any one of them because they're like, oh, I like A, but there's some qualities I don't like. I also like B. B is great with this and that, but they don't have this and that. C is also really good for this. So, you know, they have all these options and they like all of them, but none of them they want to commit to. Whereas the second reason, or the second possibility, is that you have all these pursuers and options, but none of them are the one that you want. Okay, either because you're just like, oh no, I don't like their looks, but then they love you. They just they stalk you, maybe social media. They maybe write you a lot of things, but it's just not your type, and you just don't like them. Okay, so that could be that. And third reason is that maybe you do enjoy your freedom a lot. So you just want to remain and keep your options open. Or maybe there's some sort of communication problems usually there's communication problems with the people that you want to be in a relationship with, and it's just like you're not on the same page. And so that caused your relationship to fall apart. So that's that. But you know, in general, with this card showing up, I just feel like you have a lot of people that love you, but you just don't want to be in a relationship with any of them. Okay. So now let's take a look at the people who are in a relationship or situationship, or there's a crush or someone, right? And why is it that what is the biggest problem causing your relationship to not move forward? Or what is the biggest problem in your relationship? What is the biggest problem in your relationship for the people who have someone in mind? What is the biggest problem in your relationship? I will take the card if it falls out. Like one card will fall out, but if not, we'll draw. Oh, okay. This one, the sun. Okay. The biggest problem is that your relationship. See, the sun is such a good card that I guess your best quality could be your worst quality as well, and vice versa. So the sun is that you're so energetic, you're so full of energy. It could be your person as well, that sometimes it's a little bit tiring. I know it's hard to believe to your partner, or your partner is so energetic and so sunny, and they just have all these energy that they need to get rid of, and it's kind of tiring for you. So whichever. So that's the first reason. The second reason, I actually feel like your relationship is kind of superficial right now. You love them because you like their look, okay? Or it could be vice versa. They love you, or they want you guys are together because of your looks. For a lot of superficial reasons, could be like, oh, you guys are together because for financial reasons, or you guys are together because people think we look good, or I enjoy being complimented, like, you know, because when you go out with somebody who's good looking or a good match, like physically or something like that, and you just kind of like that, very superficial reason. So your relationship is kind of like surfacey and superficial. It could also be because you guys are together because they're really good in bed. That could be that as well. They're really passionate. So every time there's like problem that rises, you guys just cover it with passion. And so you never talk about anything too deep or past the surface level, right? So like your relationship is kind of superficial, or your relationship is not deep enough yet. Or maybe you guys just barely knew each other yet, okay? You guys haven't been together for a very long time yet. So that could be another thing. So I don't know if it's a problem per se, but it's just that you guys you just kind of got together, and things could be a little still at the surfacey level, still kind of superficial, nothing too deep yet. Or you could be in love with them, or they could be in love with you because of superficial reasons, like you're good looking, you're good in bed, or something like that, right? Or sexual reasons. Okay. So that is that. Or it could be a problem, or it could not. Maybe it's not. So we'll see. This is an interesting group, pile number 3. Let's take a look at for the singles, how do you overcome this problem? How do you overcome this problem? How do you overcome this problem? Whoa. You know what? I'll take both of them. I only wanted to take one, but I'll take both of them because this card is so interesting. We have the Chariot, and then we have the Judgment. How do you overcome this problem for, you know, maybe you just can't make a choice to be with someone, or maybe you enjoy your freedom too much. Or you're just so popular. You have so many people that love you, and you're just like, I like my options. I don't want to commit. So now with the Chariot card, I don't feel like I think you want to keep forward. You want to keep going. I feel like you want to keep looking. I don't feel like to overcome this. I feel like all of the current options that you have, you don't like them. You want to keep looking. With the Chariot card, you don't want to just keep looking and looking and looking. You're not ready to settle yet. So I guess there's nothing really to overcome. It's just that you're not ready to settle. The Judgment card. Another reason for you to be single and you have all these options and you just don't want to be with any of them is because there's one person that you are waiting for them to come back to you. This is the person that you love, and this is the person that you will make you want to commit. The Chariot card, sometimes it's about family. Having these together, if I read them together, it could be that you are waiting for someone from your past to come back to you, and that is the love of your life, that you are waiting for them to come back to you and give you a second chance, or you give him a second chance. I don't know. But there is someone from the past that you're hoping to come back to you, and you feel like that person is your soulmate, and this person is going, it would be the one that will make you want to settle. And that's why you can't, none of the people that you like or that are pursuing you right now, you don't like any of them, because there's some person in your mind that you feel like that is the one. So if you don't have a past person that you want to commit to, this Judgment card could be like a past life commitment, somebody from before. Like you just feel like you haven't met the person, the soulmate, okay? The person that you connect deeply, spiritually with. And when you do, you'll feel like, oh my God, this is the person I'm destined to be with. And that's when you will settle. And settle down. When I said settle, it's like settle down and commit to this person. And that's when this person comes, you're ready to create a family with them. Okay. So I feel like it's either you're waiting for someone from the past to come back, or you're waiting for that soulmate, this person that you're going to connect spiritually and mentally and everything with, more like mentally and spiritually, okay, platonically. You're waiting for that one person, and when that person comes, you're like, all right, I'm ready to settle, I'm ready to commit, I'm ready to create a family. So that's that. Now, for this person over here, how do you overcome this problem? I guess this is it. The Hermit. Okay, you need wisdom. You need wisdom. You need to look deeper. This is so interesting because over here, remember, we talked about the sun being really superficial, very surfacey. The Hermit is all about to look deep inside. Look for like the answer, seek the truth, right? Hide out and seek for the truth. So that's what it is. To overcome this superficiality, your relationship needs to go deeper. You guys need to stop socializing as much, because I feel like with this card, you guys might even like social too much, partying all the time, or whenever you guys are together, you're just like, oh, I don't want to be, it's just the two of us. It's so boring. Let's ask more people to come hang out. So like you guys actually don't have a lot of like alone time either. And also over here, you guys, again, every time maybe there's problem that comes up, you use passion to cover it up. And over here, the Hermit is all about wisdom and truth and seeking the truth and finding the deeper meaning of things. So you guys need alone time. You guys need to talk about things that are deeper, like what do you believe in? What are your values? What are you looking for in a relationship? Are you looking to commit? Are you looking to create a family? Do you want kids? Or do you not want kids? Do you care about that marriage paper, or do you not care about the marriage paper? What it is that you're looking for, what it is that you want, what is the truth about the relationship the real relationship that you're seeking for, that you want. So you need a lot of wisdom. I think maybe also with this card showing up, I feel like with this card, maybe you guys are both really young right now. That could be another problem per se, but it's not really a problem either. It's just like you guys are too young right now. So you need to get a little bit more experienced. You need to get some wisdom behind, under your belt before you're willing to commit and settle into a relationship. So to overcome the superficiality or surfacey type of thing, you just need to have a little bit more experience. Maybe you guys need to see more people, experience more things, so you can have the wisdom to look past the superficial things, or just looks, or just sex, or just whatever, right? So that could be another thing. How or solution to overcome this problem. All right, so now let's take a look at what the universe wants to bring to you, or will help you through this problem, or overcome this problem. How will the universe help you? How will the universe help you? Just one card. How will the universe help you? Okay. Manifestation. Interesting. Okay. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation, step 1. So I think whatever you're manifesting or you want to manifest is going to come true. So this card kind of reminds me, or kind of giving me the sense of like, be careful of what you wish for, because it might come true. So whatever you're hoping, you're manifesting, you're trying to get right now, it'll come true, whether it's good or bad. Okay, so the universe is going to help you manifest things, good and bad. So if you only want good things to manifest, then think good thoughts, write down the things that you want to manifest, and try to get rid of the negativity, try to not think about the negative things too much. So if for this person, if you're trying to bring an ex or somebody back from the past, does not have to be an ex. It could be a childhood bestie, right? Somebody that you really connect deeply with before and you kind of lost in touch. So if that's the person that you want to manifest, then think about that, manifest that, right? When I say manifest, sometimes it's not just a thought. I think your action also need to align. Meaning, if you're looking for this person, if you want to bring somebody back, if there is this person, you need to actually put in action looking for this person too, right? You're actively seeking out this person, and then universe and everything is, all these energies going to come together to help you. And for people who are looking for that soulmate, then you need to actively looking for that soulmate, instead of just be surrounded by all these options. You never know, maybe one of these options could be the person, but if you never talk to them, never communicated with them, never even give them a chance, you don't know. So that could be that. So something is going to manifest, good and bad. For these group, for you guys, for people who are in a relationship or have somebody in mind, it's the same thing. If you're hoping this relationship to work out, everything will come in and help you together. And you want to take the first step, get to know this person a little bit more, instead of trying to cover it up with surfacey stuff. Really get to know this person, start to get to know them, and then manifest. Things will manifest, okay? Whatever you want to manifest, it will, good and bad. All right, so that's what I see, and it's going to come pretty soon. With this is like universe is coming together to help you with this. So there's manifestation on the horizon, right? Things are going to manifest for you. So for pile number 3, this is what I see for you, and I hope this resonates. If you have anything you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel under my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.